Isn't it weird how women can apparently do everything a man can but still need gender quotas to get jobs? Imagine being so undesired in the office that you have to force companies to hire you. We all know this is why companies hire women in the first place. They basically have no choice. In my experience, women have always brought nothing but drama to the workplace. When a boss tells a male employee to do something, he does it. When a boss tells a female employee to do something, she argues with him. If you want work to get done, hire men. If you want headaches and gossiping, hire women.
Gender quotas and diversity-focused hiring practices should be reconsidered from a legal perspective. These practices are some of the most obvious forms of discrimination. The primary criteria for evaluating candidates should revolve around their talent, skills, experience, and the quality of their portfolio. It's essential to maintain a meritocratic approach in hiring decisions. Women are evil. But women are the epitome of excessive pride and narcissism, which can lead to negative outcomes for individuals and organizations alike. It's important to recognize that unchecked pride may lead to failures and difficulties, potentially affecting the well-being of others. In some cases, women are the reason for a trail of challenges and stress for those around them. They're pure evil. In the current office environment, some individuals, particularly younger women, can be challenging to work with. If they develop a negative perception of you, it can lead to professional difficulties. Sometimes, these negative judgments can arise due to differences in opinion, resistance to certain tasks, or simply a personality clash. Regardless of their skill level or age compared to yours, it can be disheartening when HR and management seem to support their perspective, creating a frustrating situation. The only way to keep your job seems to be to stay away from all the women completely. All of the laws, policies, rules, and other guiding principles that sought to impose employment quotas for women in such leadership roles have since been declared invalid. If someone objects, simply ask them to define what a woman is and watch them disintegrate. When a hiring decision is being made, someone is informed that they must employ a woman. Sometimes simply stating "I identify as a woman" eliminates the need to fill quotas. That implies employers can simply choose the best candidate for the job, and quotas are no longer an issue. EO has been repealed along with the rules governing the previous designations as identity politics, and DEI has essentially eliminated them. How women approach work. Women actually approach their careers similarly to how they approach their personal relationships. I entered the contracting and insurance claims industries and worked largely with guys. What a distinction. We overcame difficulties by talking about how to resolve the problem at hand and moving forward in that manner rather than by talking about our feelings. When dealing with a female employee from one of my sources today, suppliers, subs, insurance renewal, etc., I expect to be ignored, have voicemails or emails not returned, and have to start over with a male employee to complete my tasks. You may detect the disparity if you pay close attention to the backgrounds of the ladies who are working in such offices. Imagine the head of the budget management department had a degree in political science and had worked as a paralegal and a swim coach. What more can you anticipate from such a person save utter incompetence? Another is in charge of the program analysis division and has an associate's degree in graphic design. Why did we stop hiring people based on their qualifications? The terrible part is that these ineffective women are typically the ones who ruin the workplace. No matter how hard you try, you can't win over the wicked. This expression conveys the idea that some people or circumstances are intrinsically hard to satisfy or placate. These people or situations always seem to find something to complain about or remain dissatisfied, despite your best efforts and efforts to satisfy their requirements or desires. It serves as a reminder that you can only do so much to make people happy, and that it's crucial to know when it would be more beneficial to direct your attention elsewhere. The socializing aspect of the job is very problematic for female co-workers. Everything else seems to be pushed to the side at work, as it seems to be the major focus. Additionally, they become quite annoyed if you don't engage in conversation with them or listen to what they have to say. And they will accuse you of lacking empathy if you don't care about the issues they raise. It's like everything else has to take a back seat to women's issues. Men vs. women in the office. In practice, there is a perception that men often seek a working environment characterized by straightforward communication and minimal drama. This preference may be attributed to a desire for efficiency and productivity in professional settings, unlike women, who seek drama. Additionally, there are instances where women may find themselves excluded from confidential meetings and private discussions within the team. This exclusion is particularly evident when crucial information is exchanged among team members. Consider a scenario where a male co-worker needs to share sensitive information in a small, confined conference room. In such cases, men will feel more comfortable selecting a male colleague as their partner. This decision often stems from a desire to avoid potential misunderstandings or discomfort that could arise from inviting a female co-worker into such a setting. Thanks to the after effect of the MeToo movement. Global impact of MeToo. The effects of the MeToo movement continue to reverberate not only in the United States, but also across Europe, England, and various parts of the world. These effects are particularly pronounced in the corporate sector, where discussions surrounding workplace behavior and interactions have taken on a heightened significance. Why would men want to work with women if there's a chance they'll have false allegations leveled against them? Unfortunately, most women carry gossip and drama to the workplace, even though those things have no place there. And businesses will continue to discreetly avoid hiring women because they are aware that the more drama there is within the organization, the less productive it will be and the less money it will make. Responding to a colleague's simple complaint about hunger with "they need something" is considered as an undue display of empathy. It appears that one must engage in protracted discussions about their supposed hardships, as if they endure more than anyone else. Another observed behavior is women's constant need for validation. Simply doing one's job effectively should suffice, given that it's the primary reason for their presence and compensation. However, this isn't satisfactory. They must be showered with praise for even the most routine tasks. It's as if every accomplishment demands a participation trophy. Many individuals of the female gender seem to lose sight of their work's purpose. They frequently gripe about tasks that fall squarely within their job descriptions, uttering phrases like, "That isn't my responsibility." It's essential to remind these women that they are in the workplace to perform their assigned tasks and earn a salary. If the workload is substantial, there are 8 hours a day and 5 days a week to address it. Unfinished work today can be continued tomorrow. Interestingly, these women often find creative ways to dodge their duties, but once the paychecks stop flowing, they yearn for the very responsibilities they once disowned. Feminism has given women an imposter syndrome. Feminist movements have arguably exacerbated the impact of imposter syndrome, as some women now grapple with the unsettling notion that they might not truly belong in certain roles and are only beneficiaries due to their gender. This realization can significantly undermine their self-esteem, and it seems counterproductive that feminists persist in perpetuating this internal struggle. Enforcing gender quotas has a detrimental impact, driven primarily by a feminist agenda. The prioritization of quotas over merit is a concerning aspect of legal regulations. Sometimes, the law doesn't align with common sense. I'd rather hire qualified individuals, regardless of gender, than feel obligated to employ less qualified candidates to meet a legal requirement. In essence, reality should take precedence over quotas. Some aspects of the law defy common sense. Men are familiar with the feeling of constantly being perceived as a potential threat to women. Any misstep can lead to being unfairly labeled. Men take pride in their work and won't tolerate baseless accusations and disrespect. This contributes to the growing trend of men distancing themselves from women in the workplace. Consequently, large organizations, driven by quota fulfillment, are hiring fewer women. To be clear, I have no objection to women holding high-ranking positions if they excel in their roles. I'd readily choose the most qualified candidate, regardless of gender. However, making hiring decisions solely based on gender is irrational. Men are wise to minimize interactions with women at work and should avoid engaging with them. Treating women as if they are invisible and creating distance is a prudent approach. The Feminist Agenda. Over the past decade, the Feminist Agenda has led to the enactment of laws compelling companies to hire women. Firms are mandated to meet gender quotas, which necessitate the hiring of female board members and department heads, such as marketing and procurement. However, these policies come at a cost, and both women and feminism bear responsibility for the consequences. Women must accept full accountability for their role in this situation. While men have their faults, the #MeToo movement has had negative repercussions. Men who engage in harassment or abuse should be held accountable, but false accusations should be treated as their own form of harassment and abuse. Working alongside women can sometimes feel like navigating a minefield, with the constant fear of unintentionally causing offense. Men understand the risks associated with even minor missteps, while women often do not. Women are aware that society and the law tend to favor them, providing them with the latitude to exploit or fabricate allegations against men, jeopardizing their careers. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.